Hey guys, it's Heather. Today's video, I am going to be sharing with you my quick, easy 5-10 minute kind of mom glam, quick get out the door routine. This is perfect if you want to somewhat look put together, but you're kind of in a rush. So let's get started. And as always, I will link all the products that I used today and that I mentioned down below in the description box so that you can easily find them. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I wash my face in the morning. And I've been using this CeraVe hydrating facial cleanser. It's really good, it's really gentle on the skin, and I just like to kind of get my skin nice and fresh before I apply any serum. After I do that, I use a vitamin C serum. I've been trying out the C Firma, the Drunk Elephant one, this little guy here, and then it also came with the little Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. This is the Pineapple Ceramide Pro Vitamin B5. So I take these two little guys and I'll just do like a pump of each and mix them together and then apply them to my face. And mixing the pineapple ceramide one is good because it kind of like makes it, I don't want to say sticky, but it makes it kind of dry down so that you can move on to the next step of your skincare. And I also like to apply it down to my neck. I'll also do my chest area and the back of my hands as well. So next up, since I'm in a rush and I'm trying to get going, what I'll do is I will mix in my moisturizer, and I always use a moisturizer that has an SPF in it. This one is great. This is the Australian Gold one. This has SPF of 50 in it, and it's also tinted. This one I've been really liking lately. This is the Paula's Choice, and this is like a glow moisturizer. This has an SPF of 30. I've really been liking that. So what I do is if I'm using this one, I'll put like a couple drops of more of like a glowy foundation and I will mix it in, and I'll just do it with my hands so that it's super quick. But today I'm going to be using the Paula's Choice, and I'm gonna mix in a couple foundation drops from number 7. I'm in the shade Warm Ivory. So I'll just put like a dime-sized amount onto my hand like this. A couple drops of the foundation. I want more of like a full coverage, but I still want it to be skin-like. If you want less of a full coverage, I would only do maybe like 1 or 2. And then I just blend this all over my skin into my neck. And as you can see, it just gives like a very pretty, healthy glow. It makes it look like skin, it makes you look fresh, and it also provides a decent amount of coverage. As you can see, it dries down super pretty. It gives like a very nice, healthy glow, but I do like to add a little bit more coverage. Since I'm pregnant in the summertime, I tend to get a lot of hyperpigmentation, so I just like to take some concealer and use a beauty sponge and just kind of press that in to my skin to provide a little bit more coverage. So today I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Medium Light, and I'm just gonna add some extra coverage to the areas that I would like to conceal. And this is super quick. It only literally takes like a minute. And I like to blend that in with a sponge rather than using a brush because I feel like it just presses it nicely into the skin and provides like a super natural coverage. And it is just super easy. You just kind of apply it to the spots where you need that extra coverage, and then you can move on with your day. So the next step, I just like to pop a little bit of concealer in my under eyes, just in this area. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind. It's really good. It doesn't settle into my fine lines or anything like that, and it's just a very hydrating concealer. It doesn't dry down, it doesn't look super matte or cakey, and I just like to kind of press that under my eyes and just brighten up the area. So the only thing that I'm gonna set with this routine is just under my eyes where I applied the concealer, just so it doesn't get any creasing. And I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I am in the shade 120. And I'm just gonna pat that on with a brush. Now, if you get super oily throughout the day, I would recommend using a powder to maybe set down the rest of your face. But for this kind of quick routine, going out the door quickly, just a little bit under the eyes is perfect for me. So I'm gonna pop on a little bit of bronzer. I'm gonna be using the Milani Baked Bronzer. This is in the shade Dolce. And I'm gonna apply that to just warm up my cheekbone area. and up into my forehead, just to make my skin look a little bit sun-kissed and like I have some color. Just makes your skin look healthy and vibrant. And then I'll even kind of just flick a little bit down my nose. So for blush, I'm gonna be using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. This is really pretty, especially for like the summertime. It's a really pretty peachy blush. So I'm just gonna apply that to the apples of my cheeks and kind of blend it up and back into my bronzer. You can see it gives a really pretty natural flush to the skin. So here's a little trick that I do. I do a little bit of a setting spray first, and then I'm gonna use a cream type of a highlight. This is from ColourPop. It is in the shade Wisp. It is super pretty, but I just think that it applies so nicely if you put it over like a setting spray when your setting spray is still kind of tacky, and then you just use a damp sponge and kind of blend it in. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'll show you. Just makes it look like it's a part of your skin rather than like you've applied product onto your face. Just gonna spray a little bit on my face, kind of let it dry down a little bit. So once it's like very just barely dry, just a little bit tacky, I take my 2 fingers and kind of just rub it in. So you can see I have product on my fingers there. And then I just gently apply it just to right here in the tops of my cheeks. And then I'll take my sponge and kind of press it into the skin. And as you can see, it provides like a very, very pretty natural glow. And this highlight is in the shade Wisp. It is so pretty. It's from ColourPop. I will link everything that I've used here down below. So once my face is complete, I do like to add a little bit of just like a bronzer, or you can even take your blush. Just swirl a fluffy blending brush. And I like to just pop that onto the lid and blend that into the crease. Just add some dimension to your eyes and just makes them look really awake. And it's really easy and foolproof. You can just kind of lightly blend it in and you don't have to worry about it being perfect. One of the last things I do is just curl my eyelashes and then pop on a little bit of mascara. Sometimes if I'm really in a rush, I won't even bother curling my eyelashes just because it takes an extra couple seconds. I'll just pop some mascara on. And I'm just gonna be using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and I'm just gonna pop some of that on. And I focus more on my top lashes than my lower lashes. And then I'll just apply a little bit to my lower lashes just to kind of even it out. And if I have an extra minute, I will go in and kind of fill in any sparse areas of my eyebrows and just kind of clean them up and make sure that they are symmetrical. Now, if you don't have time to do that and you want just something really simple, really easy, you can just use like a brow plumper. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. I have the shade medium to dark, and this is just really easy, kind of grooms your brows. It adds a little bit of extra color, kind of fills in any sparse areas and sets them in place. Now for a lip, I'll just toss on a gloss, or I've really been liking the Lip and Cheek Pencil. This is in the shade Whisper by Nude Sticks, and it's just really nice. It's like a lip crayon, and it's a really pretty nude color. It's super comfortable and it does last a good amount of time. And then I might just toss a gloss over this. If not, it is a very pretty shade all on its own. For my hair, all I do is just kind of toss it up in a bun. I'll either use rubber bands, or I really just like these little goodie clips. They have like all different colors. You can just get any of these like little clips. And I do have very thick hair, so those clips do hold it up really well. And then I just use a couple of bobby pins. I'll just quickly kind of brush my hair out. I already brushed it this morning, but just kind of show you what I do. And then I flip my head upside down. and try to get it in a pretty high ponytail. It doesn't have to be perfect. This literally only takes me like 2 minutes. So once I have it in a good high ponytail, I'll go in with my hand like so, and I will just twist it and just kind of keep twisting. And as I'm twisting, I just slowly roll it into a bun. So I kind of have it secured and I just continue to twist. This is much harder to show than it is to do. And I just continue to twist until there's no hair left to twist. And then I take my clips, I start one side at a time, and I will just secure it towards the back on one side, and then towards the back on another side, and then I'll do it directly in the back, like where the hair is loose, just so that it's super secure. And then any flyaways, like I have these little baby hairs here, I'll just take a little bobby pin and just secure them back. I don't even use hairspray or anything like that because I don't like to get that real crunchy, but it literally takes 2 seconds. It looks put together. If you do have a bunch of flyaways, you could of course take like a pomade or just spray some spray, whatever you need to do to make it more secure. And that is all I do, and then I just run out the door. So like I said, this routine takes me like 5 to 10 minutes. It's perfect in the morning if you just have to kind of quickly run out to the store, or you know, if you're gonna be late for work, you just wanna kind of look put together, if you have to take your kid here or there. So that's it, and I hope you guys found this routine helpful. As I mentioned before, I will link everything down below so that you can easily find it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.